right. Welcome back to Sunrise. Now it's time to giddy things up in WAGS this morning and uncover the secrets behind maintaining optimal oral health in horses. I have a... I wish I could get help today. Joining us this morning is a Dr. Jackson Ray Hefes, who currently does mixed mobile veterinary visits, treating a wide range of animals from farm animals to domestic pets. But his specialty interest is horses and their care. Interesting. All right, welcome to Sunrise, Doc.
Morning, thank you for having me.
Where's the horse?
Thank God you didn't bring a horse.
Parts of a horse.
Yes, this is very interesting. We're going to be talking. So hold on there. Horse and them something they get cavity and them something.
They do actually, but it's not a typical, very common problem with the type of teeth that horses have.
Okay, so what dental care do they need?
So pretty much the type of teeth that they have is what we call hypsodont teeth. So it's kind of similar. You know when you see bunny rabbit teeth going all the way up and out,
Yes.
where they continuously grow? So horses do the same thing, but it's not just their front teeth, right? So it's those cheek teeth at the sides as well. So sometimes it can get a bit sharp in a couple places, either against where the cheek rubs or where the tongue sits. So what we call a buccal side where the cheek is, or a lingual side where the tongue sits.
Got it.
So it can get sharp there. So it's really important that you actually want to remove those sharp points. That's what we generally do in our routine maintenance of their mouth. So it's called floating. So we use the blades and we take them off.
Wait, do you remove the tooth?
No, we don't actually remove the tooth, but what we'll do is remove part of the tooth. So like if it's overgrown or if it's hanging off, then we'll use the blade to kind of rasp it. So like if you have a fingernail, something similar, where you have like a hangnail or like cuticle overgrowth, it's similar to something like that where we'll remove it.
Got it. Got
It's
it.
not painful.
So
in the
when you
removal.
visit them, it's really to like just maintain it, take down whatever's grown too long, whatever,
Yep, pretty much.
XYZ.
You can actually feel
What's up this?
right here. So it's clean.
Oh.
So the inside part is where the tongue is gonna sit. So this piece right here.
Hey, you know what? That's bite you.
So anything that feels sharp to your hand is gonna feel sharp to a tongue
No,
or a
listen.
cheek.
Okay.
Listen.
So how them did manage before we did do this? Because
So
we get involved in this now.
that's actually a pretty good question, right?
Yeah.
So because of domestication, right? So diet changes, right? So
got it.
horses are actually really domesticated compared to where they're coming from, like in the wild.
Right.
So in the wild, you know, natural selection generally takes care of poor dental issues or poor feet issues.
Right.
So genetic plays a huge factor in the wild.
Got
But
it.
with us domesticating them so much, it's important for us to actually go in and do routine maintenance of their mouth.
Make we see some of them
Which
tools,
one
yeah.
is used to clean the teeth?
I actually use this one the most.
This is them toothbrush.
Yeah, pretty much.
Me can feel it?
Yeah. It's kind of
No,
sharp.
sir.
No, sir.
So this is a
This
new
is
blade.
sharp.
It's sharp, you know.
So be careful. It's a carbide blade. So it's a carbon complex. So it's a mineral that's tipped on the edge to pretty much make it extra sharp. Kind of like a saw blade tip.
And that goes against here?
Not here,
to the
right?
side.
So we never actually want to do what is called the occlusal surface, so where they bite down on. What we
It's on
want
the
to do
side
is,
too.
yeah,
The side, yeah.
so lingual, so right here. So it goes on the inside, and it goes like that. I don't have an upper piece, but the upper section would go up. So you don't actually want this blade to come in contact with the cheek at all. It just
Can I
sits.
try?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, wow. Okay, open
Yes,
wide.
Yeah. Open
So
wide.
hold on there. You have to sedate the horse them or them make you do this?
Very good question.
Tami,
All
this is
right,
a root canal.
so
We need this for Atlas.
So technically, most veterinarians will normally do sedation to perform their oral exam. Most vets will usually use what we call a speculum to keep the mouth open.
mercy.
So for that, they have to be sedated in order to be safe and
a
controlled
lot.
properly.
Right,
I generally don't actually use sedation when I do them. I slightly prefer not to. I will use sedation if necessary. So if they're scared or if there's a big pain factor, then I'll go ahead and use sedation. But most of the time, I try to use their behavior and gauge their responses to just have them work with me, and I'll try and limit them to maybe 15,
It
20
does.
minutes, right?
Yeah, and horses are massive, yeah. And this is the thing, like there's a lot of trust factor that comes
Yeah.
in between you and a horse. Like meaning, I feel like it's a real mind connection when it comes to these animals. So they're not to be messed with. Let me ask you a question. Like how you do the teeth cleaning, do you do those? You know, I always those videos on the hooves where they're cleaning out the.
I
Do you
actually
that as
do,
well?
but I don't do it routinely.
Got it.
So I'll generally do
those
like more
videos.
emergency work, or if
Right.
I find myself doing a case out of town
Right.
where it's pretty bad. So I do actually keep the rasp for the feet, so it's a fire rasp. So there's different types. I generally do keep one that I'm able to do at least some amount of corrective work to take off an extra toe or
Yeah.
something,
Oh,
and the knives.
shit.
Extra toe.
Can't bother.
So these are so you,
yeah, I
obviously
keep
you
stuff.
care for the race horses that are over by Kemena's track. You care
But
for some of those horses.
not specifically to them alone. So I do private practice. So I guess everybody's vet pretty much. So I go all over the place. So I'm between Caymanas, I'm in St. Catherine, I'm in Bogwalk, I'm on the North Coast. So it
And
depends on where the appointment is.
Got
Random
it.
question,
And
can you ride a horse?
I can. I've actually been riding since I was about 4 or 5.
So let me ask you something. You have a special interest with horses, but you take care of all animals.
Yeah,
You're
so
a
I do
proper
house
vet.
calls
Okay, got it.
for everything.
So me I gonna need a number.
Yeah.
Got 2 dogs on my yard.
So I treat everything. So I'll do house
Okay, good to
calls
know.
for goats.
Goats?
Yeah, as well. Actually, I have
Can't
quite a
bother. What the
couple
goat
goat
them need?
pages.
The goat need
I-
a teeth
I have-
The
situation.
goat
Quite
need
a bit of
protection from
dogs.
those persons who are going to curry them. You know what I mean? That's what the goat needs. Listen, let me not say this publicly. Sweetheart, I'm going to stop saying, I used to say I'm a Sagittarian, with the horse in me. I'm going to stop that because when I look at this, I'm saying
And
no.
please, look at all these tools. I
yeah.
don't want to touch your
Horse.
tools,
No,
but
you can go ahead and touch
wow.
them. Just they're pretty
What
heavy
is
though.
for? What is no? Me not
So-
like this.
These are actually different extractor tools, right? So this would be for those teeth that are way at the back, and this smaller one would be for the ones at
I
the
said
front.
this am I gonna use for me today, you know?
No.
No, you could use this one though. This one I could tighten your braces.
You're wicked. Look at this one. No, sir. This is very interesting. I
No,
never
sir,
thought about
this
the horses.
is-
This looks like a big cuticle cutter.
Yeah.
Like when you get your nails
Similar.
done. Yeah, similar to that. Oh, very
Listen, Madam
interesting.
Producer, next time we're doing horses,
Let's bring a
please-
horse in
That's
on
it.
set.
That's
Yeah,
it.
let's do that. Oh, thank you so much for being
man,
here with
you're
us.
welcome.
Did we miss anything? Is there anything that we missed that you wanted to mention?
I think we pretty much covered everything because I went through the difference between,
Yeah.
you know, horses and, you know, similar animals.
right.
I think rabbits are pretty much, you know,
Rabbits.
So
more
you
similar.
make house visits. How do we make contact with you to
You
organize these
can,
visits?
well, I'm starting using an appointment link, so you can
Okay.
actually email me or contact me directly through the business WhatsApp number, and I'll send you an appointment link, and you can go through the
Oh,
types
and all
of.
the
what-
information is right there on
what's
the,
the- oh,
on,
okay.
the on the page.
So you can
RJ.
go through and you can contact me and make an
I'm
appointment.
definitely going to be in touch for sure. Thank you so much for being here
you
today.
for
I
having me.
appreciate it. And there was no horsing around, as you could
Absolutely
see.
not, yes.
That was Dr. Jackson Ray Hefes. After the break, we'll be horsing around in Free Zone. So you don't want to miss that. We'll be right back. This made me nervous about my root canal.